Have you ever woken up from a dream that refused to let you go? Not the ordinary kind where you are flying over mountains or running late for an exam that never existed. No, I'm talking about the ones that feel alive. The ones that leave you staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., asking yourself, why did that feel so real? Beloved, what if I told you some dreams are not dreams at all? They are whispers, divine reminders, echoes of a conversation your soul had long ago before you were born. Long before time stitched you into the fabric of this world. There were blueprints, sacred assignment. It touched into your spirit. And sometimes heaven sends a reminder, a gentle nudge that says, don't forget who you are. Don't forget what you came here to do. Think about it. Why is it that Joseph in the scriptures didn't just dream of greatness? He dreamt a divine reminder of what had already been written in heaven. In Genesis 37 verse 9, it says, then he had another dream, and he told it to his brothers. But here's what they didn't understand. It wasn't just a random vision. It was a sacred announcement of destiny. Now, I want you to pause for a moment and reflect. How many times have you dismissed your own strange dreams as random nonsense? How many times did you laugh at it off, only to feel the weight of it days, weeks, even years later? In today's message, we are peeling back the layers of mystery around dreams. When they are more than dreams, when they are roadmaps, when they are warnings, when they are divine alarm clocks, waking you up to the truth you've been too distracted to remember. Stay with me, because by the time we are done, something inside you will shift. You start seeing those midnight visions not as passing shadows, but as reminders, sacred postcard from eternity, urging you to align, to awaken, to rise. Let's start with this scripture. Dreams have always been one of heaven's oldest languages. Before prophets spoke, before scrolls were written, before pulpits ever existed, God whispered through visions in the stillness of the night. Job 33:14-15 says, for God speaks once, yea, twice, yet man perceives it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls upon men, there it is, proof that heaven has always found ways to interpret our ordinary with the extraordinary. But here's the mystery, beloved. Not every dream is a message, and not every message is obvious. Consider Joseph again. His brothers dismissed his dreams as arrogance, but God saw them as a divine memorandum of what was already written in Joseph's book of destiny. Many of us do the same today. We wake up, shake our heads, and say, "That was weird," not realizing heaven was trying to get our attention. Let me share this with you. Years ago, a man came to me after service. He said, "Lady P, I keep dreaming of waters. Sometimes it's calm, sometimes it's flooding my house. It makes no sense." I smiled and said, "It's not just water, son. It's revelation. It overflows. God is showing you that your life is about to shift, but your house, your inner house, is unprepared for the capacity it's about to release." 2 months later, his life changed dramatically, confirming what had whispered. The problem with most of us is this: we've been trained by the noise of the world to silence the sacred. We assume our dreams are random sparks of imagination, when in reality, they are echoes, reminders from a higher realm that knows the end from the beginning. In spiritual teachings, your dream life is often called your night classroom, a place where your spirit revisits truth you've forgotten while awake. It is here that heaven reminds you of things your unconscious mind has buried under the echoes of everyday life. Think of it like a divine notification system. When you stray too far from your purpose, your dream will nudge you back. When danger lurks, your dream warns you. When alignment is near, your dream affirms it. But here's what many fail to grasp: the language of dreams is symbolic, layered, and deeply personal. The same dream that terrifies one person may liberate another, depending on the state of their spirit. This is why discernment is the key. Without spiritual discernment, we will either over-spiritualize everything or ignore what was meant to save us. So, as we dive deeper, I need you to do one thing. Approach this teaching with an open spirit, because by the end of this message, you will understand that those dreams you've been having, they were never just dreams. They were reminders that eternity still has its hand on your shoulder. Let me tell you a story, because stories are where the spirit hides its deepest lessons. There was a young woman named Emma. Every night, she would dream of the same old wooden bridge stretching across a river. Some nights, the bridge looked strong and steady. Other nights, it swayed violently as if it could collapse at any moment. Frustrated, she came to me and said, "I don't understand why I do keep seeing this bridge." I smiled and said, "Emma, the bridge is you. It's your journey, your faith, your connection between what you are and what God is calling you to be. Some nights, heaven is showing you the strength of your faith, and other nights, it's showing you the cracks that need repair before you can cross into your next season." Beloved, that is what reminder dreams are. Reflections of your inner world. They are spiritual mirrors showing you what your waking self often refuses to see. Here is the first principle. Dreams reminds us of forgotten assignment. Every soul on this earth came here for a mission. You have a calling. You are here for a purpose. To grow and evolve. But life is noisy. Work bills, heartbreak, disappointment, they blur our vision. And so heaven uses dreams as a compass to call us back. When you dream of an unfinished house, it might not be about construction. It could be heaven whispering, there are gifts inside you that you've left incomplete. The second principle, dreams expose spiritual misalignment. Have you ever dreamt of running endlessly, never reaching your destination, or standing at a door you can't open? Those dreams aren't random. They are reminders that you've been running in circles spiritually, doing much, achieving little because your alignment is off. And third, dreams are confirmations of your divine timing. A man once told me he dreamt of planting seeds in dry soil for years, but suddenly, in one dream, he saw rain falling and green shoots breaking through the ground. Days later, a breakthrough he'd been praying for finally manifested. That dream was heaven's way of saying, it's time. The waiting season is over. But here is the part many overlook. Not every reminder dream will make you feel good. Some will unsettle you. Some will shake you awake. And that's okay, because sometimes the truth has to disturb your comfort before it can deliver your breakthrough. Think about Jonah. God had to shake him through storms, literal and spiritual, to remind him of his assignment. Your dreams will sometimes do the same. So, the next time you wake up from one of those vivid, unshakable dreams, don't dismiss it. Write it down, pray over it, reflect on it, because that dream is not chasing you, it's guiding you. Now, let's go deeper, beloved, because the realm of dreams is layered, mysterious, and often misunderstood. Here's the first paradox you must understand. Dreams speak in symbols because your spirit understands what your mind often resists. When heaven shows you a lion in your dream, it might not be about danger. It could be about courage lying dormant within you. When you see yourself in a room full of locked doors, heaven could be showing you the keys you already carry, but haven't yet used. Think of it this way. When Jesus taught, he spoke in parables. Why? Because deep truth often need the language of metaphor. Your dreams operate the same way. They bypass the noise of logic and speak straight to your soul. Here's the second paradox. The dream realm is timeless. This means you might dream of things long before they happen, or even of memories your soul carried before this lifetime. That is why some dreams feel so real, like you've been there before, because in a way you have. Let me share a story. A man named George told me he dreamt of standing at a crossroad with two paths, one golden and bright and the other dark and narrow. He didn't understand what it meant until 2 years later, when he had to choose between staying in a secured but toxic job and pursue the purpose that scared him. The dream wasn't just a dream, it was a reminder that choice and courage will soon be required. Now, here's the third paragraph. Dreams often reveal what you are not ready to face while awake. Sometimes, heaven will show you a glimpse of what is coming, not to frighten you, but to prepare you. Those dreams where you are falling, they might be telling you to let go of something. Those dreams where you are running but can move. They might be revealing the fear and self-doubt holding you captive. And let me be clear, not all dreams are divine. Some are born of stress, fear, or the clutter of daily life. But when a dream carries weight, when it clings to you long after dawn, when it stirs something deep in your spirit, that is when you must pray. That is when you must pay attention. Here's what most people never hear in Sunday's sermons. Your spirit never sleeps. Even as your body rests, your soul is traveling, learning and remembering. This is why you wake up some mornings feeling exhausted. Even though you slept 8 hours, your spirit was in section, attending to matters your waking mind is too distracted to. Beloved, the world will tell you dreams are nothing, just electrical sparks in the brain. But the Spirit says no, they are more than that. They are roadmaps, reminders, sometimes even warnings, gifts wrapped in mystery. And here is the most beautiful truth. When you begin to honor your dreams, when you stop dismissing them as random, something powerful happens. You start to hear God more clearly. You start to walk in alignment. And the whispers in the night become conversations of destiny. Now, beloved, it's one thing to understand that dreams are reminders, but it's another to know that to do with them. Let me show you how to take those whispers from heaven and turn them into guiding light for your daily walk. This is what you have to do. The first, number one, start dream journal. Don't trust your memory alone. The Spirit speaks clearly in the night, but your mind is often foggy by morning. Keep a notebook or even a voice recorder by your bedside. The moment you wake up, write or speak what you remember, even the smallest details. Over time, you begin to notice patterns, repeated symbols, familiar places, even the same people appearing. These patterns are the keys to interpreting your messages. 2. Pray for discernment. Not every dream is divine. Some are just the noise of the day replying in your subconscious. This is why discernment is everything. Before bed, whisper a simple prayer. Lord, if this dream is from you, reveal its meaning in my spirit. If it is not, let it fade away. And trust me, friend, the clarity will come. Sometimes it will be instant. Other times, the meaning will unfold like petals over time. 3. Pay attention to emotional residue. Have you ever woken up with your heart racing or tears in your eyes, even though the dream details faded? That emotional residue is a sign. It means your spirit receives the message, even if your mind hasn't fully decoded it. Pay attention. Sit with those feelings. Ask, what is my soul trying to tell me? 4th, practice. Seek wise counsel. Sometimes interpretation requires community. Just as Joseph interpreted dreams in Pharaoh's court, there are people anointed with the gift of interpretation. Find a trusted spiritual mentor, someone nurtured in faith, who can help you see what you might be too close to recognize. And then 5, which is the take action. A dream that doesn't lead to action is just a story. If heaven shows you a door, don't just admire it, open it. If your dream one of toxic connections, don't ignore the signs in your waking life. If your dream affirms that it's time to build, start building. Remember, beloved, reminders come with responsibility. Heaven will not keep sending this message if you keep ignoring it. 6, which is the last practice, protect your dream space. This one is rarely taught, but is vital. What you consume before bed, the music, the shows, the conversations, create spiritual clutter. Guide your gate before sleep. Clear your mind with prayer, stillness, or scripture. Create an atmosphere where heaven can speak freely, unhindered by the noise of the world. When you start to honor your dreams this way, you will notice something incredible. They will become clearer, more specific, and more frequent. The divine reminders will no longer be faint whispers. They will become bold instructions guiding you toward purpose, healing, and alignment. Now, beloved, hear me. Dreams are not random. They are not random flickers of imagination. They are sacred conversations. Reminders sent from the eternal to the temporal, from the infinite to the finite. They come to redirect, protect, confirm, or awaken you. If you've been ignoring them, dismissing them, or laughing them off, that is your gentle wake-up call. No, not every dream is divine. But when a dream carries that weight, that feeling, that lingers in your chest long after the morning light, it is heaven knocking on your door. Joseph's dream reminded him of his destiny. Job's vision reminded him of God's sovereignty. And your dream, beloved, are reminding you that heaven still has business with you. So tonight, when you lay your bed, silence the noise. Whisper a prayer. Tell heaven, I am listening. And when the reminders come, in symbols, in whispers, in vivid stories that feel more real than reality, do not fear. Write them down. Pray over it. Act on them. Because when dreams are not dreams, but reminders, they are heaven's way of saying, you are not lost. You are guided. You are remembered. And so, as you honor these divine reminders, your path will strengthen. Your purpose will become clearer, and you will no longer drift. You will walk boldly in the direction of your calling. Beloved, I leave you with this reflection. What if the dream you've been ignoring is the very key to the door you've been praying to open? Sit with that, reflect, and tonight, when heaven whispers again, may your spirit be ready to answer. Speak, Lord, I remember. Thank you so much. I am ThePZipporah. Thank you